Hi Gypsies, this is Joy. Today I'm going to be doing a pick a card reading about whether your friend is really your enemy. Sort of a painful kind of reading, but it's good for you to think about anyway. You're going to have, as usual, per usual, you're going to have 3 pouches, tarot card pouches to choose from. The first one is this caramel brown pouch. The next one is this swirly kind of pouch. And the last one is sort of a snake skinny kind of one. And just know these are all natural fabrics. They're vegan fabrics, I should say. So this is not real snake skin. So I don't sew with that. I'm going to look at how you grew up and how they grew up, how you guys met, how your friend views you and how you view them, and finally we're going to use the pendulum to determine, can you trust your friend? Are they stabbing you in the back? It's going to be a yes no kind of thing there. So thank you for joining me. If you like this reading, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That'd be great. I appreciate it. And just know that when I get to 300 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away one of my tarot card pouches. I do make all of these, so it's handmade, it's very well made. All you've got to do is click on the link and just let me know that you are interested in possibly winning the pouch, and then when I get to 300 subscribers I will pick somebody randomly. Okay, so I will see you shortly. Hi Gypsies, this is Joy. You are group 1. You chose the caramel brown snakeskin looking tarot card pouch. And we are answering the question, this is a pick a card, is this person a friend or an enemy that you're thinking of? We're looking at how you grew up, how they grew up, which is important for thinking about and determining whether this person could flip on you or not. I'm going to talk about how you guys met and how your friend views you and how you view them. And then we're going to do a pendulum yes or no about, can you trust your friend or are they stabbing you in the back? I'm going to initially do a third eye channeled reading for a few minutes just to see what I get, whether it's emotions, whether I can see something in my third eye, anything like that. Sometimes I'm being given symbols. So let's begin. Well, that took me a while to get that, but then I saw in my third eye, I saw what looked to be the face of an animal, like an antelope or something like that. But then I realized there were no eyes there. So what I was looking at was the skull of an animal. But then I realized it was a mask. It was a mask of an animal, and it was white. The mask was white, no eyes here, but it was the shape of an animal head. I didn't get a real good feeling about that. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. All right. So let's first see what we've got in here. Here's our tarot cards. All right. We're going to spritz the, what is this? The pink, or no, excuse me, the pine container. This is the green one. I have some roses in the background that a neighbor of mine gave to me. Aren't these pretty? Yellow. Really pretty. And these are, she calls them chocolate daisies, and they literally smell like chocolate. They literally do. It's not good to have that around. Oh, and actually yellow is insight. That's good to have in here. Okay, so the green container is pine. It's a pine scent, and it eases acne and arthritis pain like that. So, all right. I want to see what stones are in here for you and your friend. I don't know if they're really a friend or not. All right. The first one is B6. This is like a pink translucent stone. I almost wonder if it's this stone here. Do you see that? Rose quartz. It is the mothering stone. It's a very sweet, calming kind of stone. All right, so a tone of universal love. It restores trust and harmony in relationships, encouraging unconditional love. Purifies and opens the heart at all levels to promote love, self-love, friendship, and deep inner healing and feelings of peace. All right. D4. Larvikite. This is like a bluish stone with black veins through it. Okay, Larvikite. Protective and grounding stone. It is cleansing to the subtle bodies and facilitates a strong connection with the energies of the earth, helping to connect with the spirits of nature, stimulates our inner visions, and enhances our psychic abilities. You know, I'm feeling like this is your stone, sort of the loving kind of universal love, and this is the friend. And I'm feeling like, as with people that grow up in abusive households, okay? I'm feeling off the bat, this is what I'm dealing with right now. I'm feeling like you're this sort of the sweet, innocent kind of person. They came from a abusive background, and you want to help them, which is wonderful. But just remember this. This is almost across the board. Of course, I don't always want to say like for sure, right? But when you're in an abusive background, okay? So for instance, if you've got a mother that is constantly hitting you, okay? You're going to develop a sixth sense about where they are, what kind of a mood they're in when they come in the house, and you're going to develop that. Now everybody's got psychic abilities, everybody, okay? But somebody in this kind of environment is going to really develop them in order to not get physically hurt. Okay? That's just what's going to happen. They're going to develop that muscle over and over and over. So you, who just wants to help them, you might, has anybody told you you're a little trusting? Because it just feels like you want to help everyone, which is really a wonderful thing. It really is. But you need to be aware of that if this is the case. If you know that this is the case where this person has been either physically or emotionally abused, okay? They're going to be on their guard. They're through self-preservation, they're going to really be watching, and sometimes their choices might surprise you, because you think, oh, how heartless. How can they make that kind of choice, and it's against me, and how can they do that? Well, think about how they grew up, okay? All right. We're going to do this part of the reading now. Oh, it's how you grew up and how they grew up, okay? So these are your 3 cards. 4 of Cups, Nine of Wands. And the Tower card. This is how you grew up, okay? And then we're going to do a comparison with them. So it looks like when you were growing up, you felt confused a lot. And you didn't understand the things that were going on around you. Okay, it sounds like your parents fought and that made you uncomfortable. Look at how you're looking around. You're grabbing your own wand. You're afraid to look at these other wands around you, because it feels like those other wands surrounding you are older and as far as you're concerned, more experienced, and they feel like parent kind of figures to you. It feels like there was a divorce in the family. Okay. Rocked your world. All right. Okay, this is them. Two of Wands. Death. And Eight of Wands. All right, so in this case, now a lot of times when I see this Death card, it's about transformation, things that are changing, you're changing, circumstances are changing. In this case, it does feel like there was a death, and it feels like a baby brother. I'm hearing baby brother. In this case, I feel like you left at a young age, or I shouldn't say you, the friend left at a young age with another one of their siblings. They left the ship. They left, is that even, yeah, fire. It feels like for safety's sake, they left. Did you know, were you aware of this? So they feel like they've had to stand on their own 2 feet ever since they were a young child. It sort of feels like a lost childhood. This is a sanctuary of home, but they're away from it, and they're burning their own fires. They're finding things out for themselves because they don't have a parent that is looking out for them. Yeah, that's... All right. We're going to look at now how you all met. Okay? Universe. This is your card, the Empress. And that's upside down, by the way. Oh, this is also upside down. Knight of Cups, also upside down. So it feels like they came after you to be friends. You were just sort of sitting there on your perch. I can feel the energy with this. You just sort of watched from afar, not really necessarily looking for a friend. Oh, and it looks like they saved you. Were you being bullied or something? And they came to your rescue. And they got beat up a little bit, but they came to your rescue. They helped you. Okay. And I'm feeling like this overarching, do you see this? It feels like a mothery kind of thing. So to them, that's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, you've got the mothering stone, okay? You've got this pink, beautiful stone, okay? They, whether they know it or not, they think of you as like a safe haven, kind of a mother kind of figure, okay? This is them. This is your card, okay? So they gravitated to you because you felt like the mother figure that they did not have, okay? And I'm seeing it here as well. That's the overarching thing that put this together, to put this friendship together. And they advanced to help you. That's what it is. Okay. You represent like the mother to them. And they would do anything for you. They would do anything for you. Okay, so now we're going to look at how your friend views you and how you view them. Okay, so this is their cards, the Hierophant, and this is upside down. These are their cards. Another one upside down, Page of Cups. Oh, another one upside down, and this is the King of Pentacles. So, first off, I'm feeling like they don't feel like you like them or love them as much as they love you, and they resent that a little bit. It feels like you've got other friends as well, so there's some jealousy there. They're still hiding in the corners, protecting themselves. And this is, you know, how they grew up, protecting themselves. Yeah, and so since they started noticing that you don't seem to be giving them as much love as they give to you, they've been withholding. They've been starting to withhold. And just to see if you'll notice. So somebody like this is not just coming right out and saying, hey, I guess maybe I shouldn't be, but I feel jealous because you've got other friends and you're spending time with them and I feel jealous. They're having a hard time saying that, which is not surprising because of the background that they've had. So what they're doing is a passive-aggressive kind of thing. They're withholding. And they're trying to see if you notice. Have you said anything to them? Have you noticed and you just haven't said anything? I don't know. Now this is how you view them. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Six of Wands. Upside down. And the Hanged Man. Okay, so you feel like you've given them a lot. Okay? You feel that way. And you think they should be grateful, really. I mean, all the stuff you've done for them, you think that they should be happy about it and thank you. And they're not. Or as far as you're concerned, they're not enough. Maybe in the beginning, but not now. You can feel this withholding of love from them, and you're wondering, you know, what's changed things, what's turned things upside down, because it feels like you're wondering, hey, we had such a promising friendship. What's going on? Why is this in reverse now? Okay. So now we're going to ask the Pendulum, can you trust your friend? Are they stabbing you in the back? Okay. Can group 1 trust their friend? Clear. All right. Can they trust their friend? Or you know, I am getting nothing. And I'm hearing it depends on what we're talking about. when they go into survival mode, it's them surviving for themselves, and so they might choose themselves over you because this is the desperate way that they grew up. Okay? So it depends on what we're talking about. Like, trust with what? With money? With your boyfriend? It depends. Okay, so we're also asking, group 1 is asking if the friend is stabbing them in the back. And I'm getting no. Okay. All right. Well, this is something to think about, isn't it? Let's look at these little fairy cards and see what they want to tell you about this. Oh, this is interesting. The death card again. And they got the death card. So apparently this death that they experienced when they were young is a very important part of their life. Okay? And I'm hearing the fairy say, don't wait. Don't wait. Don't worry about things. Don't be caught up in the chains of the devil in your mind. The way to stop this devil in your mind is just to have an honest conversation with this person. Okay? An honest conversation. And, wow. See how beautiful this bead is? It's almost like it is very beautiful. This is your friendship, and something is happening. Distrust. Something is happening to hollow it out, to make it hollow. It's not that beautiful round bead anymore. And oh, and I'm feeling like this has something to do with that death too that we're talking about. This really hit them hard, actually. Hit them hard. Okay, group 1, something for you to think about. A lot of times what can solve all this is just to talk it out. And if they're willing to go out on a limb and just tell you, hey, I'm jealous of these other friends that you have, that might solve a lot of this, because you can just tell them, just talk about it. And they might realize that these emotions aren't so scary after all. Sometimes when somebody grows up in a family like that and they're not used to talking, it can feel like they're jumping off a cliff to have a conversation like this, to have an honest conversation, because they've learned that it's scary, that emotions are scary, being honest is scary, you get punished for it. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. All right? Okay, group 1, thank you. Hi, group 2, this is Joy, and you chose the swirly pouch. And we are here to answer the question, friend or enemy. Can you trust your friend? Are they stabbing you in the back? We're looking at how you grew up, how they grew up, how you guys met, how your friend views you, and how you view them. And then we'll do a quick pendulum reading, a yes or no on whether they're stabbing you in the back and if you can trust them. So let's go ahead and first do a very short channeled reading. I'm looking right here for anything in my third eye, for feelings that I get, and that will enhance the reading that way. Okay, here we go. Well, that was interesting. I saw a silver band ring, a wide one. Did you guys exchange rings or something like that? It was a silver, and it had like fancy kind of design on the outside or whatever. There was no stone in it. It was just a band. And I saw it on a finger. And almost looks sort of like a crown shape or something. I don't know. Okay, so let me know in the comments area if any of you that chose this pile exchanged rings with this person, or if that means something. I'd love to hear. Okay, so we're going to spray the lavender, which is the blue container. And this is for relaxation to alleviate anxiety and insomnia. Okay. Now what we're going to look at too is 2 stones, one for each of you. And I'm going to try and determine which stone represents which person. So first of all is this sandy one with the brown band in there. I think they call it a band or something. So E5, that is a picture Jasper. That's nice. Picture Jasper. Beautiful stone. And powerful grounding stone that promotes connection to the earth. Some view this stone as a direct message from the earth itself, because it looks like sand, doesn't it? Huh. All right, and the other one is D4. Oh, that's pretty. Almost looks blue-green. So, oh, this is Larvikite. This is Larvikite. And protective and grounding stone. Now, this is interesting because both of these are grounding stones. Both of them. Interesting. So, cleansing to the subtle bodies and facilitates a strong connection with the energy of the earth, helping to connect with the spirits of nature. Wow. Do you guys both like camping? I'm hearing camping. This sounds like a real nice sisterhood. I'm hearing sisterhood with you two. You both are very outdoorsy people. All right, so we're going to look at how you grew up first, okay? Now this is a 5 of Pentacles upside down. These are your cards. 4 of Cups. Oh. And 10 of Wands. Okay. I'm hearing, you know what I'm getting with this? You're a tomboy. So you do things like the hard way. You're sort of the tough person. Okay, you don't feel like you're attractive. You don't feel like you attended a lot of events because you didn't feel like you were attractive enough, and that has made you feel bad about yourself. You were waiting a long time for a friend, it felt like, and they came in. Okay, let's look at their background. These are their cards. Ace of Swords, 9 of Cups, and Knight of Cups. So I'm feeling like they grew up shy, not somebody that could really voice their opinions. Upside down. They were shy. They and like you, they seem to be watching couples from afar. They seem to be seeing couples that the beautiful people off by themselves, and they felt a little bad about that as well. Okay, so you guys had that in common. They sort of felt like the savior. They felt like they wanted to help the oppressed, the person that that needed help. They needed help themselves, but as in many cases, they found it easier to help other people than to help themselves. Yeah. I'm hearing two misfits. You felt like two misfits? Okay. So we're going to look at how you all met. Partnerships and alliances. Yes. Yeah. There is this unspoken thing between you two. You're helping each other. Look at this. This arm is pulling up the other one, and that's what it felt like you guys always did. Okay. For, what is that? 6 of Swords. That's your card. 6 of Swords. Okay, you know what? I'm feeling like you moved to school. You felt very much alone, and that's when you met this person. You were the new kid at school. This is 3 of Pentacles, and they didn't feel like they had a lot to offer you, but they gave you what they had. They didn't have like a bunch of friends. This is upside down. They didn't have a bunch of friends to introduce you to. They just offered themselves. That's actually very sweet. Very sweet. Now we're going to look at how your friend views you and then how you view them, okay? The Lovers. This is how they view you, okay? Ace of Wands. And the Moon upside down. I'm feeling like there's a guy that's in the way. Is this a guy that you are both interested in? Is this what this is about? Here you are off. Well, there's 3 here, but here you are, friends, off to yourself, and here he comes in with the apple that he's offering. Is that what this is about? They're looking at you. This is a new thing. You guys have never had to have this happen before, this experience, and both of you are thrilled to bits that this new person has come in. He's almost like the third friend for you guys, and she's not sure about you either. She's not sure about you either. And I feel like this is the guy. There he is with the world in his hands, looking hot as anything. Look at this guy. He is hot. Look at this fire. Woo! Okay. Well, you might not be sure about them, but they're not sure about you either. All right. And now we're going to look at how you view them. I'm feeling like you're saying, hey, you've got other choices. You don't have to choose this guy. Okay. And you're thinking about the past, how you guys were so happy before this guy. Oh, there's the guy with the prize. There he is right there. I feel like you feel like this is the problem right there, is that guy. Okay. That's the problem, is the guy. All right, let's go ahead and ask the Pendulum, can I trust my friend? Group 2. Clear. Can I trust my friend? Okay, I've got a feeling it's just too broad of a question. So we're going to say, can group 2 trust this friend with this guy that you both like? I'm getting yes. You can trust him. Or trust them. And then, are they stabbing me in the back? Well, we'll go ahead and ask that question. Is group 1, is their friend stabbing them in the back? I said group 2, I hope. Are they stabbing them in the back? You know, I'm getting a yes on that too. I'm going to do a clear again just to be sure. Group 2 is wondering if their friend is stabbing them in the back. Okay. I'm getting no. I'm getting no. I think what you need to remember is how important this relationship is to them too. Okay? And you might want to have a heart-to-heart about this guy. And, you know, talk about it. Talk. All right. So, I'm looking at the little fairy cards. And, this is an important one. This is an Ace of Swords, okay? So it's saying you guys need to learn a new way of communication, talking to each other about this. And you may think that you've talked about everything. We haven't talked about this. This is a really tough one to talk about. And then there's that Wheel of Fortune, and that's what it feels like that guy is all about. That really threw a wrench into things, didn't it? You both like this guy very much. So, wow, I'm getting two little angels. Oh, this is you guys. 2 little angels. All right. And I'm seeing like sea, ocean kind of stuff. Do you guys, you're outdoorsy kind of people. I wonder if you like to go to the beach. And don't let this great friendship get broken without talking this out, please. This sounds like a really nice foundation that you've got. So please talk about this to each other, and don't just give up, okay? Okay, group 2, that was nice. And if you like this reading, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, that'd be great. And I hope you have a great day. See you in a couple of days. My group 3, you chose the lighter snakeskin, faux snakeskin tarot card pouch. And we are answering the question, you know, is your friend a real friend, or are they an enemy? We're going to look at how you grew up, how they grew up, how you guys met, how you view your friend and how they view you. Then we're going to use the pendulum to find out if you can trust your friend or if they're stabbing you in the back. And I'm also going to do a brief channel to see if I can get any kind of emotions, anything in my third eye, to enhance this reading then, okay? So let's do that first. All right. That was interesting. I saw a dragonfly, and it was just moving slightly, and I almost wondered if it was injured. It just, the wing just moved a little bit, and then it stopped. It wasn't dead, but it was very weak. Very weak. All right. There's our tarot cards. And let's see what scent. Okay, we're going to do the pink container. That is orange scent. Okay, and this is good for lifting your mood and for pain relief. So that's good. Let's go ahead and check out what stones are in the pouch. All right, well, these are very different. This looks like a translucent reddish one. And let's see, that's D1. Okay, so that's a strawberry quartz. That's a quartz. Let's look at that again. Okay. And let's see, ability to bring energies of universal love into your life, self-confidence, and people will start to recognize you and your abilities and talent. All right, now let's look at the other one, D5. This is a blue sandstone. It's like a dark blue. And let's see, blue sandstone is a stone of victory. It strengthens wisdom, courage, and physical energy, deflects negative energy, and encourages motivation and drive. Increases confidence and willpower, promotes glory and success. Well, that's good. All right. You know, I'm feeling like with that dragonfly, you know, this is all about, you know, strength, success, and all that. It feels like the opposite of that dragonfly that was just sort of laying there half dead, really. Okay. So we're going to look at how you grew up, and then we're going to look at how they grew up, okay? Queen of Cups. Okay, I think I'm getting Page of Pentacles. All right, so what I'm getting with you is you didn't have a lot of people in your family. You may have just had one other sibling, but it feels like you always wanted a larger family, and you were the apple of your parents' eye. Lots of love there. Lots of love. You were treated like a little queen. And of course, as you grew older, because you were treated so well, you were able to give love as well. Okay? You know, when a child is not treated to a lot of love, it's hard for them to give love. Okay? So that's, I know that seems sort of obvious, but a lot of people are in that situation where they didn't get any attention, any love. You got a lot. You got a lot. The Lovers card. Now this is their set, okay? How they grew up. The Lovers. And Ace of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. This is interesting because it looks like you wanted lots of siblings and to play with and all, and you didn't have them. They sounded like they had quite a family, quite a ruckus time. Look at that with the fire and all, trying to burn each other. So they had the big family that you never had. Yeah. Oh. Okay, this is a case where they fought for attention. They fought for attention. Look at me! Look at this big coin that I have. Look at this! Look what I have. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so this is telling me whenever there was somebody coming over to play in your family, because there were so many siblings, they had their choice. So you didn't feel like you were special because there were so many of you. So they come over and they're like, okay, I wanted to give this apple to somebody, but I don't know which one to give it to. And you're just like, oh my gosh, can't I just get an apple for myself? Come on now. So you guys grew up in different ways, very different ways. You were the queen, and they were one, and they were one of three, or one of many. Okay, so that makes a difference in how you look at things. All right. Now we're going to look at how you guys met, foundation and achievements. Sounds like you guys were both very academically gifted, and you were competitive that way. Ace of Wands, this is yourself, and you're very successful, by the way, in this. Ten of Wands. And they were not as talented as you, and I sensed some competition before you guys became friends. You were competitors, and it sounds like they were calm, cool, and collected. They knew they were going to do really well, and you're just like, you're in school trying to make sure that you're the best, and the teacher notices you. You're just like on fire. And they're just like, boop. Okay, so now we're going to look at how your friend views you, and then how you view your friend. Okay, so the Devil. This is how they view you. Okay, these are their cards. How they view you. Two of Pentacles. Okay. And Two of Wands. Okay, so they're acknowledging the competition that you had, and they're saying that you're still competitive, but it's not that nasty kind of competitiveness that it was that made you so angry, that made them so angry with you. They do consider both of you like two peas in a pod. Both equal, just different skill sets. Okay. They do consider you a little manipulative, though. Okay. You're just like, because you are so calm, cool, and collected, and they're sort of hotheads. They sometimes feel like you manage them. And sometimes that's a point of contention for them, okay? Now we're going to look at you looking at them, how you view them, okay? Oh, another two. Two of Cups. Okay, you're thinking an even exchange of information for both of you. You're feeling very equal, like they did. Two peas in a pod. Okay, so you're thinking of them as sort of, they call them a glory hound. Like you think that they've got to have so much attention, and they probably do. Yeah, they didn't get it when they were growing up. See? Look at me! Look what I have in my hand! So yeah, they do want the attention. Yeah, well, they might think you're a little manipulative. Well, you're a little suspicious of them and their motives. You recognize that they really need this attention. They need it, and you understand why. You understand. But it also makes you a little suspicious of what they're willing to do to get it. Okay. You think that their mouth is a little loose. You tend to really, watch what you say. Sometimes they don't, because they want this attention. So all these people that are around them, listening to them, they suddenly feel like, Oh, wow, I've got some people listening to them, and sometimes they're a little loose with what they talk about. So it makes you a little bit suspicious about what's going on, because you know they want this attention. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead and just ask the pendulum the question. Clear. All right, so we're going to say, can group 3 trust their friend? Can they trust them? I'm hearing with what? I think it's too broad. I think that's too broad. So it would depend. Trust them with maybe their boyfriend. Trust them with some secret information. Let's say, can group 3 trust their friend with secret information? How about that? I'm getting yes. Yeah, they can. They can. It was a tentative kind of yes, but it eventually went. And then let's see. Group 3 is asking, is this friend stabbing them in the back? Are they stabbing them in the back? Sorta yes. Not. Let's do this again because I want to get a definite here. Is this friend of group 3 stabbing them in the back? Yeah, it's not. No, it's not a definite yes or no. It's not a definite yes or no. I mean, you guys have been friends for a long time, okay? And granted, they might like the limelight and they like the attention and all of that, but just remember, you've been through a lot together, and this isn't worth just throwing it away without a nice talk about this, okay? Without a nice talk. And yeah. So your little fairy wants to tell you, wait for answers. Don't do anything hasty, okay? Wait for answers. And this is another one. Do you see how this horse is standing straight, standing still? This is the Knight of Pentacles, and he's moving nowhere. Okay, be cautious. Be cautious. You want to have this conversation, but you want to make sure that you get across exactly what you want to get across without being snarky. Okay? Oh, and look at this crown. That's how you were treated, like the queen. You were treated like the queen. And actually, this right here, you don't even understand what they went through. It's total Greek to you, even though this looks like a Chinese symbol. It's Greek. You don't understand it, okay? You don't understand it. This feels like this is their stone. And let's read it again, okay? So this is the D5. This is the sandstone, stone of victory, okay? Yeah. Attention, look at me. Look what I did. Look at what I did. This is their stone, okay? And yours was D1. And that is the strawberry quartz, energy of universal ability to bring energies of universal love into your life, self-confidence. Yeah, and you had a lot of self-confidence because of how you were brought up. Okay? You were told that you were important. People acted like you were important. You were the little queen. So have a little compassion for this person that wasn't really heard among all the people in their family. Okay? Have a little compassion. You might not understand or agree with their actions all the time, but understand, the underlying cause. Understand. Okay? So that was good. That was really, I enjoyed that. If you liked the reading, please give me thumbs up or subscribe or do both. That'd be great too. All right, so I'll be doing another reading in a couple of days, and I'll see you then, group 3. Bye.